name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be talking about my January favorites. Doing a favorites video on YouTube. However, I love watching these types of videos on other people's channels, so I decided this was something that I would try out on mine. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you like seeing these types of videos on my channel. And without further ado, we're going to get into my favorites for January. These are in no particular order. Some of these things I received in January, and some of them I've just been loving throughout the month of January. So let's get into it. The first thing is going to seem a little bit weird, I believe, to some people, but I have absolutely been loving this Axe Black Body Wash. This is actually something that my husband received for Christmas from my mother, and we were not quite sure about it at first, especially as a gift, only because we don't usually use this kind of stuff. However, it smells amazing. It has scents of bergamot, rosemary, and cedarwood, and I don't know, it just smells incredible. So not only has he been using it, but I have been stealing it from him in the shower as well. I love the sort of woodsy, musky sense of it, and it's not overpowering at all. I remember my brother used to use Axe a lot when he was in high school, like the body sprays, and it was so overpowering at times that I was turned off of the brand almost completely. But now that we've been using this, at least for this one, I love it. The next product that I've been loving in January, and actually pretty much every single month that I've been using this, is the Mizon All-in-One Snail Repair Cream. This is a Korean brand of skincare that I had originally received in some sort of Korean beauty box that I used to get a few years ago, and this is one of the products that is absolutely stuck. I love it so much. It says that it's anti-aging, it helps fix fine wrinkles, helps with acne, and it's supposed to help shrink your pores. I'm not sure if it does everything it says, however, I do notice a distinct difference with my skin. It is very moisturizing, and I do think I have less acne breakouts when I consistently use this. I have been using this for the last at least 2.5 years. I believe this is the 120 milliliter jar. This usually lasts me around 4 to 6 months. And it's a plastic jar. Some of the smaller ones are glass. It is very fancy. I love it, but it's very inexpensive as well. I will link this down below in case you're interested. I usually buy mine off of Amazon, and you can buy in bulk there as well. The next favorite I've been having for January is the Fence comics, both issue 1 and issue 2. This is by C.S. Pacat, who is the author of the Captive Prince trilogy, as well as Joanna the Mad, who I've been following on Tumblr and Instagram for a while. She is the illustrator of this comic. This is a comic series about two boys. So far, the main character is Nicholas, and then there's also Seiji, his rival. They are fencers who go to, it seems like a private high school, where they are trying to be the best fencers. Seiji has a much higher upper hand on that, whereas Nicholas is newer to the game. I have heard that it is going to be LGBTQ eventually, and I know that in the second volume, we have met another character named Bobby, who dresses like a girl. I don't know their exact identity yet. I do love the diversity that this author and the artist have been bringing to this so far. It's also very sort of intense as well. I'm very, very excited to read the third volume, which should have come out on the 17th of January. I have not received mine yet because I do get a subscription where it is mailed to me, but I will read that as soon as it comes in. My next favorite is a little bit more intangible, but it is game nights with my friends. My husband and I have been doing game nights at our house for a little while now. We've had them for the last 2 weekends, and we have been absolutely loving them. It's something that gives us a night where we can just sort of lay back, relax, see our good friends, and we usually play like strategy, tabletop sort of games, board games. However, we have also been getting into a new video game. It's called Hidden Agenda. It is something that was released for the PS4, and it is by the same creators as Until Dawn. This is a game that I have loved so far. We've only played about an hour and a half of it, but it's cooperative, or at least that's the way we're playing it. You can also play against your friends, but you go and when you log into the game, you set up your phone with an app, and the app is for both iPhones and Androids because we have a mix of different phones in our friend group, and you get to use that app to play the game. You get to watch the game as it happens, and there are quick time choices that you have to make. And when you play cooperatively, you actually have to vote and have a majority vote to make the game go forward. However, some of those are also time limited. So far it's been very, very interesting to see what happens. There have been times where we've all completely agreed, split second, and then there's been times where we're like split half and half, but you have to have a majority to go on, and you have to convince each other who should switch. So far we've been loving it. It's about these characters. One is a cop and one is a lawyer, and they're trying to, I believe, solve a serial killer case. However, they do have a suspect in custody. So I think the main objective is to see if he's innocent or guilty. And so right now, we love it. We cannot wait to play more. And I'm very excited that this game has been put out because it's not the traditional video game. It's something that we can all play together and not have to worry about taking turns or anything like that. It is very cooperative. Everybody's opinion weighs pretty much the same. My next favorite this month is actually some art. This is the business card for Rivka Wilkins Art, and I just love this card. But they are an artist who does resin, but then pigments on top. So they make these really pretty, like dripping sort of things. And I have purchased 3 of them so far. I got the small 1-inch round ones. I'll show you guys in just a second. But they are gorgeous. I'm gonna have to buy some more soon, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them yet, but I just could not resist. This first one here was called Araxi. It is a nice like green and teal color, and it's amazing. The back is not as drippy as the front. Obviously the pigments were poured that way, but I just love the little like scapes it looks like it has on there. The second one I bought was Ariel, and this one is like a purple and light teal sort of color. There's not as many drips on this, but I still think it is gorgeous. And again, this back one, it looks more like a dark color. Maybe it was like a black resin, but it is still amazing. The last one that I had purchased was Avalon. This is a like gray and sort of blue, like a greenish blue. And the back on this one I think is really nice. It's like a clear resin with those drips on the front. I will link their information down below if you'd like to purchase anything from them. I found them on Instagram and just loved everything. They put up the website to purchase items about a week or 2 ago, and I had to jump on that, and I am in love with this art style. I wish I had the time and resources in order to do this. I'm definitely going to be purchasing something in the future. And then my next favorite is an old favorite, but always a great one. I have been rewatching South Park with my husband. We are currently on season 8. I used to watch this years ago, and I think I caught up all the way until season 20 or 21. I'm not entirely sure, but this is something that my husband had never seen. So within the last year or 2, we've been rewatching, and we always take a break every so often, but this is something we've been doing almost constantly every single night for the last about month and a half. I forget sometimes how much I like South Park when I'm not watching South Park. Like, it is stupid, it's funny, it's silly, but there's also that sort of commentary on our society and political views sometimes that is just so spot on, and I love it. I obviously have some favorite characters from the show, and I actually have to have all the little pops for them as well. So I have Butters or Professor Chaos, Kyle, and then Zombie Kenny. So I don't know how long this binge on South Park is going to last, but so far I am loving all the things that I have seen before. I just absolutely love this show. I love rewatching it. It's very rewatchable, and my husband loves it as well. So I'm hoping that we will get to continue for a long time, and we'll see how long we last. Another thing that was my favorite this month was actually my friend Alex's portrait of me that she drew for me on my birthday. Alex is a very, very talented person, and I love everything that she does. She also drew a little picture for me on our card for our wedding present, and it was adorable. But this one, I think, I don't know if it's because it's me or not, but I seem to love it the most right now. It is amazing. She is so talented, not only with her drawing, but she also sings and plays the piano. I know she's gonna go far, and I just love watching her grow. And then my last favorite for this month is a big one. One of my favorite things, and it's been a favorite for a few months now, was actually our photographers from our wedding. They are Copperhill Photography. It's run by a husband and wife duo, Adam and Priscilla. They are amazing. We did our engagement photos with them, and then they were also our photographers at the wedding. And they are the nicest people you could ever meet. They are so nice to work with. They are so accommodating. And we have actually, in this last month, gotten some of our pictures back. We received some prints that we wanted ordered. We also received a very, and again, this is something that we ordered, but we got our gigantic 20 by 30 inch portrait of us that we hung in our hallway. I will insert a little clip of that there because I'm not bringing it in front of this camera. But we also received our photo album. It was delivered in this gigantic box, and right on top of that box was actually something that Priscilla handmade for us. And it was this little rock with like a starry night cactus scape, and I love this. We had a stars and space theme for our wedding, and so this fits us perfectly. The color scheme is amazing, and it's just so talented. We're gonna have to find a really good place for this. But not only that, we obviously received our photo album. This was something that was actually ordered from somewhere that does the photo albums in Italy. It came in this gorgeous box, so let me unwrap that for you. And then in the box, it actually has the book in a nice little, some sort of nice fabric covering, because it is a leather book. It's a nice sort of dark blue color with the faded on it. It's embossed as well. Super pretty. We love this so much. The pages are amazing. They're super smooth and thick, and they lay almost perfectly flat. I'll show you some of our favorite pictures as we go through. I mean, how cute is he? We love this inserted page. I believe this is the middle of the book, but it has a picture they took of some of the purple cacti on the edges around our two pictures, and it is amazing. This is another one of my favorite pictures. I'm a little bit silly sometimes. This was our wedding party, and it consisted obviously of me and my husband, but I had a man of honor, my best friend David, who I've known for 12 years, and my husband had a best lady. This is Kate, who he's known for, I think, 13 years. And then at the end of the book, it has a nice little blue ribbon. And then it also has this nice little plaque in here, Copperhill Photography, and these are the people that made the album. We just couldn't be more in love with these people and what they do. I mean, we are planning on hopefully seeing them shortly to do a Trash the Dress shoot. And we are so excited to work with them again. They are amazing. And if any of my students want to see this album, I will be bringing it with me for the next NJHS meeting, so don't worry. But otherwise, I think that's it. Those are all of my favorites for the month of January. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know so I can keep doing more of these videos on my channel. Leave me a comment down below telling me what some of your favorites were this month. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will have a new video up on Monday. Bye! If you're gonna do this, you're gonna have to go outside.